Hey guys, welcome to another product showcase video. Today's item comes to us from InWin, and this is their newly released GT1 mid-tower ATX case. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is just take a quick look around the box. Just a picture of a GT1 car. They are kind of styling this after some automotive stuff. Information on the sides about the graphic cards, up to 408mm or 16.1 inches. Silent turbo fan, speed controller, up to 120mm fans by 8, so you can really put some fans on this thing. 3.5 inch and 2.5 inch SATA hard drive easy swap, so we'll get a look at that. Tool-free design, super speed USB 3, cable routing space, removable anti-dust filter, CPU retaining hole, and easy port access. So let's spin it around. Actually, I guess before I do, should point out here that this is available in white or black. The white has a mesh side panel, the black has a clear side panel, so depending on what your preference is. And on the back side here, just basically some more information, like the stuff we had talked about: tool-free SSD, supports full-size graphics, SATA easy swap, water cooling ready, ROHS, and a little better picture of the item itself. Now on this side, we have the specs on it. I know it's kind of boring, but we do need to go through these. It is Sex Steel. It's got 3 5.25 inch bays, 6 3.5 and 2.5 inch bays for SATAs. Motherboards that it supports is ATX and micro ATX, so no extended ATX on this. Typical power supply. Expansion slot that has 7, so if you want to add dual video cards or whatever, you're going to have some spots to do it. Front ports, it comes with one USB 3.0, 2 USB 2.0, and then your HD audio. And then again with the thermal solutions on the 820mm fans, you can put a 120mm fan in the front, another red LED fan. Actually, we'll just have a look at these when we open it up, so I don't bore you too much with all that. Just a quick run at the dimensions here. It's a height of 475, a width of 210, and a depth of 491 millimeter. So in inches, that's 18.7 by 8.3 by 19.3 for our American friends. So let's open it up and see how it's packaged. Okay, in typical InWin fashion, it's very well boxed. Right on the top here, we have our screw assortment, our speaker. These red pieces are going to be for the front grille if a person wants to. Some cable management ties, as well as the manual for the case. As you can see, the case is bagged up to keep it dusty or dust-free and clean, and they use a hard styrofoam on both ends of it to keep it protected in shipping. Fairly easy to unpack. Just pop these off and have a look at it. You can see it's a really nice black finish on it. It's not a real shiny, super glossy black finish, but anyway, I guess we'll start out at the front here. As you can see, there's ventilation holes here for bringing air in to cool the drives and to cool the other components in the case. Right here is our USB connectors. We got two 2.0 USB, and as well as our super speed 3.0. And then we have a microphone and a headphone jack. The power switch and reset switch are actually up on the top here. So you can see there's 3 bays for optical drives. These will pop out toollessly. So you can simply pop it out and slide your DVD burner, Blu-ray drive, whatever in there. Let's spin it around. I want to show you this side panel. Okay, one thing I really like about this case is that it does come with a large side panel on it. There's been some discrepancies I've read online from people saying whether or not they liked Inwin having the logo on there. I don't see why not. It is their case. Why not advertise? But it is a nice size window, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Let's see if I can turn it sideways maybe. It does extend out, I'd say probably about 3/8 of an inch or so, to give you some more room inside the case for other components and stuff. We'll take a quick look at the back here. Fairly typical back here, bottom mounted power supply. There is one screw here that you take out and that'll access all your PCI slots. There is 7 of them. There is 2 ports up here for water cooling to run your hoses out if you're using an external cooler. It does come with an included 120 millimeter fan. Okay, on the back side, this has a bump out also, about the same as the other one, about a 3/8 of an inch bump out for routing cables, but no fans or ventilation there. Okay, set her down and we'll look at the top here. Once again, we have mounts up here for fans. This does not come with any in there, I don't believe, on the top. No, but there is ventilation down both sides and the back, and also on the top here for letting air in or out depending on how you want to route your cables. There is a hot swappable SATA connector here that you could use for connecting external hard drives, SSD drives, whatever, to exchange data. Here is the power switch I was talking about earlier, as well as an Inwin logo on the top. Little tiny reset switch so you don't hit it accidentally. And here's your fan controller. It's just a toggle switch, 2-position switch. So let's open it up and have a look at the mounting. Okay, I just want to make mention that these side panels are all held in with thumb screws, just 2 on each side, so it can easily be removed without tools. And there is a lock loop here also. If you're going to LAN parties or something and maybe concerned about people getting into your case, you can certainly remove that. Alright, let's have a look inside here. Plenty of drive bay options. You see we got 4 down here, another 2 here, room for an additional one. Also, if a person wanted to add another drive there, but these are toolless also. So you simply pinch them in, pull out the drive. These are their easy mount drives where you just basically spread it open and set the drive right in there. Actually, I have a drive. Why don't I just show you that quick? I do really like this setup. I've used it on their other cases like the Dragon Rider, and it works really nice. You just line up the holes with the pins on the drive holder. And we just spread it a little bit to get it to pop in there. And there we go. It's locked. That thing will not come out no matter what, you know, until you're ready to pop it open. And then you simply slide the drive in and it'll lock into place. Like so. Very easy to swap out drives on these. I love that you don't have to remove the front cover or anything like that. We have toolless also on the top optical bays here. Simply just turn the wheel there, pull them off. Once again, line your holes up with your pins on the drive. Once you slide it in there, it's locked in place, it's ready to go. Okay, let's have a look at what we have for fans in here. Okay, it looks like they include 2 fans with it. You get the rear one here to ventilate out, and there's also a front one behind the hard drive bays here to cool the hard drives. And I believe somehow one of these come out for extended video cards. I'll have a look at that and see if I can figure that out. I figured out how to remove that panel for the other drives. Actually, there's just one screw on the back there, and that holds this plate. And so you could keep it attached if you wanted for you know, mounting additional hard drives, or you could remove it if you have some full-length drives, or maybe some, or not drives, I'm sorry, video cards, and maybe they have the power connectors on the end or something where space is an issue. But technically, if we remove that plate, you see there's our 16 inches that we could go. Otherwise, we have about 12 to where it would normally hit on that plate. So if you have a video card that's less than 12 inches, that shouldn't be a problem. But if you do have longer ones, you can remove that plate and go up to 16 inches. That's huge. I don't think there is a video card that is bigger than that. Okay, I just wanted to swing it around the front again here quick to show you the fan mounts in it. So you can see here they do have mounts for a second fan. You can pop 120 millimeter in there. There is only one included dust cover, or dust filter I should say, for the bottom one. So if you are adding additional fan, you'll have to add your own filter or what have you on there. Okay, let's just take a quick look around the other side here. Sorry about that. Just to show you the cutout for the CPU, it does have a fairly large cutout. There is some bump outs here for cable management, as well as a bump out right here where you can run some cables and stuff up behind it, but there really is not a lot of room back here. Very little actually, other than this lip and this space right here for cable management. So that was one of the reasons why they included the bump out on the side covers. Let me grab that panel again here. So as you can see, it is recessed here all the way around, and that is so that you have some additional room to run some cables over this lip here without it interfering too much with your setup. And then on the top, let me just pop this front cover on here again before I end up breaking something. Okay, we do have the mounting spots on the top of here for 2 additional 120 millimeter fans. One thing to notice though is that they are fairly close to where the top of the tray would be here for your motherboard. So it would be great for adding cooling fans, but if you're thinking of adding a 2-fan radiator, an H100i, something like that, you're probably going to have clearance issues with that. So you might have to do some modification if you're going to add some sort of cooler like that. Otherwise, if you're just going to use an H70 single one, something like that, you could easily add it in the bottom or in the front or on the back here. But this is our connector for our fan controller. It's just a standard Molex connector. The 2 included fans are already plugged into it. That'll plug right into your power supply, and then you'll run the fan controller off the top of the switch. Nice long cables on it. Here's your eSATA one for the external that you can add up there, as well as, you know, USB 3, your standard connectors, nice and long, so you'll be able to reach just about anywhere on the motherboard that you'll need to go. But overall, I really like this case. Even the front panel here, let me grab these little red things here. These are just an aesthetic piece that they give you, these little rings, and you can use them to decorate the front of the case. You can fill them all in, all of these holes, or just some of them, or none, depending on what you want. Basically, they just pop in, so you can line them up, you know, whatever form or that you care to, and just pop these in if you want to add that extra aesthetic to it. But well, you could certainly run them without it. It's not needed. But just to give you an idea, these just simply pop in, and you can do them in any sort of pattern, tic-tac-toe, spell something, I don't know, whatever you want. But they do include them with, if you do want to do something like that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this product showcase. We want to thank you for watching this product showcase. I want to thank Inwin for providing this case for the showcase. Once again, this is their GT1 mid-tower case. Very nice case. I think it would be great for gaming and just about any sort of build, home theater, whatever you want. I really do like the styling on it. So anyway, thanks for watching.